Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have the Ascent 32 on the bench. A while ago I started making a video on swapping this to brushless. I was trying to use like stuff I had laying around. I had a Spectrum ESC and motor, and I tried putting this in it, and it worked, but I think I was having an issue with this. I've had this in so many different trucks. I don't know if something finally happened to this ESC or what. It would move it, but it would just like cut out over and over all the time, and I don't know why. Because this used to be into like an SCX 24, and it was in something else too. Anyways, it's been in a couple different trucks, and it actually was in my 6x6 SCX 24 even. So I mean, what's going on? So I think something happened to this because I have no idea. And then there was another motor I had, and I don't remember which one it was. I think it was this rocket motor from a Gecko or whatever, or Surpass. I tried putting in. That didn't work. I don't know. I tried a couple different things. But then I kind of got frustrated with it. Figured I would just order something, and then it kind of got put to the side, and I did some other projects and kind of forgot. So I said, forget it. The other day I finally ordered two Sequre 1520 setups with the ESC and the motor. Because I feel like this is going to be a perfect little size for it. It's nice and small. It's got plenty of power. It powers my SCX 24s, no problem, and has the right mounting holes. There's 3 different size mounting holes on it. I think 9, 12, and 14, or 9, 12, and 11, or I don't remember. But yeah, so I went and put it in, and I installed it, and it seemed like it was going to, wrong one. It seemed like it was going to fit fine, and I went to run it, and it was just, well, I didn't go to run. I tried to run it like here, like I am in my hand, and it was like making weird noises and binding up, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, everything was put in right. There's only one way you can put in the transmission gears. I was like, why is there an issue? So I just figured I'd open this back up, and I did. I'm just opening this up to show you guys because I didn't really think about it at the time. I put it all back together and made sure it worked. But I opened this back up, and I had noticed, and that for some reason I didn't at the time when I was putting it together, the shaft down there on the motor is actually like probably 3 millimeters too long, I think it was. And when I had it in here like this, I didn't really notice it because nothing was like pushed down. And it was actually hitting, like you can kind of see that it hits that, like the gear or two there. And it was like, so that's why it was like all locked up. Like I couldn't get it to move right. And when I put it in, like just sitting here, if I had this, the bearing went with it, like that, it was just kind of sitting on top, and I didn't really notice it. And then I put this on, and the plastic just kind of mushed. But then I couldn't do this. I couldn't move it. And I was like, what? What's going on? So I flipped it. I opened it back up and noticed that. So I ended up just taking my rotary tool and just skimming off like a couple millimeters until it was smooth. If you take like your stock motor and get from like your mounting flat to the top of the motor shaft, just measure that and then measure it on here, make a mark, and just chop it off there, and you're good to go. And then I pressed on a pinion. I got pinion. So there's like nowhere that has the right pinion. It's a 2 millimeter, 12 tooth pinion, but like no one has them. Even Mofo RC didn't have them. They had like 13s and 14s and some other ones. Maybe they do now. I haven't looked. But at the time, they didn't have anything. So I ended up ordering some from AliExpress, and I ordered like a 10-pack or something, so I'd have extra, and it fit perfectly. I'll put the link down below. And also, I was thinking about ordering a bunch and just kind of stock them on my website, just to have, so if people need them, they can just order them quickly and not have to wait for AliExpress. I think I have like 8, 9 more, so I might just throw those ones up. I don't need them. I only have one of these. No, I don't plan on buying another one. Yeah. So, anyways, this one to show you that. I also greased it all up while I was in there. I cleaned everything up and kind of, I don't want to say freshened it up because it was still brand new and fresh. I barely ran this thing. I didn't even run this thing outside. Like the tires are still clean because I got it and then it snowed and I was kind of disappointed with it. And I knew I needed to at least put brushless in it to even get it to where I was gonna even come close to liking it, because it was just way too jumpy. Even now with the brushless in there, it's just way too fast. But at least I can control it with like the low end control. I still need to tune it a little bit more. It's tuned good enough right now to play with. I just feel like I can probably get a little bit more out of it as far as smoothness goes. I think it's really just the beginning low end control area. I don't know if I got to play with some timing a little bit or something, but it does do okay though. Putting all this back together, let me tell you, these little screws, not so much that area, but like the little Phillips on the drive shafts, wicked annoying. The screws that go up into the skid here, I've lost one. It's gone forever. I tried looking for it, tried using a magnet. I don't know where it went. Yeah, one of the screws is like kind of stripped out, but like it like engages, so it works with this one, but it won't work with this one. But this is like a weird tool that works in everything. Like I've never had it not working. I don't understand. It's just annoying because these are the ones that go into the skid are 1.2s as far as I can measure. It's a 1.2, not a 1.4, not a 1.6, 1.2. So now it's another size of hardware I'm gonna have to figure out and get. It's just annoying. I really hate these Phillips screws that go on these drive shafts. So that's one of the things I will be upgrading is honestly just to get rid of these Phillips screws. I haven't broken any of these yet, but I also haven't really played with it much. Oh, there we go. And it's just there's such a small the tip of that barely gets in there. It's like a 00 or 000 or something. But yeah, there's that, and it works great. I am going to be shortening all these wires eventually. I just wanted to make sure everything worked first, and then I figured I'd shorten wires afterwards. And ESC 30, ESC Escape 32 Sequre fits perfectly right here. No issues. There's just enough room under the hood. I have my Mias 4-channel on the side here, and then I have this 300 mAh 2S LiPo right here. Just I dual lock almost all my batteries, and it works perfectly there. Servo wise, this is a DS Power, I think it's called. Yeah, DSM005. I'll have that link down below. Worked, just bolted right up. I didn't have to shave anything or anything because the stock one is a 5-wire, so you can't use it. And this just goes right to the Mias controller. Receiver, no problem. I ended up breaking my drag link by accident. I was just clicking it on and off too much. This is the servo horn that comes with this servo, and it works fine. This is an SCX24 parts kind of setup. Like these are the ends off of like an Endura, I think. Whenever you buy Endura links, they come with extras, and that's what these are. This is I think 2mm rod, 1.5 millimeter rod, and I had bought some of these rods to make links, steering links for the Terranaut, and I had an extra one laying around, and fit perfectly. It's a little like the angle. Hold on, the angle of the drag link's like that. It's like a little off, but if I put it on the backside of this horn, it hits the axle housing, so it's just kind of where it is, and it seems to work fine. I haven't had an issue yet. Just been playing around the house with it. Let me get this transmission back in here, and I'll show you how it runs. All right, got that in there. I just got them zip tied in just for now. Like I said, I am going to eventually just shorten those all up, but I just haven't really gotten the time to do it, and yeah, just figured I'll do it when I do other modifications to this, because I do have other mods to do. I bought a bunch of the Endura parts. So I put that on there and didn't realize how long the tone was. So I got to shorten that up. Like I said, everything fits under there. I just kind of make sure everything's kind of in the center and make sure everything's away from the outrunner. But it's still a speed demon. And that's 2S. Put this on here. It all fits underneath. The problem is on the back here, I broke this clip, just like I did on the SN18. It's only one wing is left, so I'm gonna make like a mag mount for it, I think. Unless actually, I should probably look and see if someone already did, because a lot of times I end up making something and realize someone already made it. But yeah, let's center the trim a bit. There we go. But now I can actually slow crawl it. Like you can't even come close to doing that with the stock ones. Every time it goes over a little lip, it's like clunk clunk, because there's not a lot of play, but compared to this truck, is a lot. If you think about the size of it, that's a good amount. But you can actually slow crawl it and then fly, absolute fly on 2S. I cannot wait for someone I'm going to guess it's Enduro is going to come out with it. They did it on the Ascent 18, come out with a crawler transmission for this, because I don't think they have. I looked the other day. Maybe I missed it. I don't know, but I cannot wait for them to do it, because I want one badly, because that'll just make this like that much better. But I mean, at least I can do this even with that high speed. It'll do endos. There we go. Nice little trick, like a monster truck trick. Oh, surprised I can't do a wheelie. Then again, I have so much front weight with the ESC and everything, the motor that way. But it's like, you know, like when you're looking at a squirrel. Are you kidding me? That one hit against there completely cracked that whole front end. What? That's ridiculous. Okay, whatever. Well, I have another body for it, honestly. I bought a clear one for it. Man, now I forgot what I was going to say just a second ago. I think I was just saying how it's nice that I can actually crawl slowly, yet it can go really fast. But I mean, I'm never going to go that fast, you know? Let's see if I can crawl up my little... All right, with the STX30, I can crawl around on this little 3D printed stuff. So let's see what I can do on this. These tires are not the best. I still think I need to adjust like the settings a little bit, like I said on the ESC, because see, it's like kind of jittery. I don't know if that's just the tires slipping though, because it doesn't seem too bad when I'm not against something. Problem is, it's so... No, I definitely need to adjust the ESC a little. Yeah, I think I need to give it a little bit more power. The problem is it's not crawling gears at all. So you're just like fighting like a speed transmission pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that it's better than it was. So I can take that. If I need to do a little bit more adjustments, probably need to up the... I don't know. Probably do I need to up the power? It doesn't seem to be a transition issue. I think it just needs... Yeah, this needs... I think we need to up some sine power. Ooh, almost the edge. But we can speed over it. But yeah, I'll do a little more fine tuning in it. It's Escape 32, so it's pretty easy. The only problem is I don't know where to put my Wi-Fi dongle. Haven't used it in a little while because I did this a while ago and I just haven't been able to make this video. And didn't really crawl over this kind of stuff. I just crawled around the house, like on the kids' toys and stuff, you know. And they were kind of messing with it a little. But I'm surprised they didn't break it like I just did. Then again, they just didn't hit a power tool. So yeah. But anyways, I'm hoping to like this truck. Honestly, I love my Ascent 18 now. And again, that thing has like only the chassis rails left, I think, in the axles. Because everything else has been swapped out, really. So it's kind of one of those things where there's not much left of it. So yeah, of course I'm going to like it now. I don't know. This one I do have, I believe it was the skid. Yep. The links. Okay, so for this one I have the steering link, this links, and the skid. I could have sworn I had more, but I'm not seeing it in my drawer of parts that I've ordered recently. If I do, I could have sworn I got the knuckles. Like I said, I do have the body, so I guess I can fix this whole problem. Oh, the drive shafts. This is what this is, right? Yeah, Ascent 32 drive shafts, so I can get rid of those stupid Phillips. That's what that was, yep. And the diff covers. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's what I ended up grabbing. I think it was whatever was available on Amazon. They didn't have to wait from China for. But then I didn't end up doing any video for a while anyways and working on it. So, because I really wanted to get this figured out first, the brushless, and then go to this stuff, because this stuff was kind of useless without brushless, you know, smoothing it out. So I just kind of waited for it. But yeah, so that video is going to be coming up soon, probably in the next week or two, just because I'm trying to, now that the MOG build's done, I'm trying to catch up on some stuff I had backlogged and get it going. But anyways, I think that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.